All right, welcome back. Sorry about that. A little late to start hopping on the mic. We're going to try this another night. Man, we could not get anything going last night, I think it was. Or at least last game, whenever I last played. Servers crapped out. So, anyways, here we go. At home versus the Tigers. Gonna make them wear their purples.
Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia.
Another rainy one? Or is it not rainy? I don't know. Can't tell. Definitely looks like it's raining. Or is it just cold? Just cold. Alright, dude. I can deal with that.
Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me.
Alright, let's get it. Dang, it's cold and rainy. It was rainy last game. Come on, guys. Give me a regular game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Georgia Tech's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy that can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes.
Go a little old school with this look.
I'll tell you that. It is so...
Oh, no. Definitely thought they were going to run with him. Oh, well. Aight, then.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
All right, let's get off this weird angle.
Challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And the sack.
Goodness.
Back at the 5. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Oh, it's out.
Give me the ball.
He not only gets the
ball
back, he's also got enough for the first down.
Man, what a break. Great job following.
That's annoying.
Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, follow him the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
Going up top on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Power football with the run.
Good play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He finds his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
All right, get a little something going now.
The kickoff unit ready to go.
It's a terrible start on offense for me.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big.
So they like to play a lot of man.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Castillo. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work.
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together.
Kind of feel like Stick is just cheese, to be honest with you.
And that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He's so good. So good.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go in the face.
Can anyone catch him? That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Out of the gun, the inside.
Oh, man, overran it.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. They'll leave it with him. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different.
I was actually trying to click wide zone, got excited. It was actually the speed option I decided to run like a dum-dum.
It's 2nd and 11. The running back has it. Fighting off the defender. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll run behind the big guys on the right.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Wants to fire on second down.
Not like that.
There's a fumble way behind the line. They corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
You know, quarterbacks practice ball security as well throughout the week, and he has to do a better job of keeping two hands on the ball. He knows this defense is trying to rip it out. They're trying to get a hat on the football. He's lucky that he was able to recover his own fumble there.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They're trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
My offense is poop right now, man.
Makes a move. Bottled him up.
So bad.
A whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end.
Defense has been good at least.
The end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far.
Let's go old school.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Here's the handoff. Jukes his way for more. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense.
Terrible pass.
To run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
They'll give it to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Quarterback checking off. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Unleashes one deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
I don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the first down.
The Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him.
Goodness gracious.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Oh, gave the defender the business. Good, solid tackle. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the
That was terrible.
That completion will take it inside.
That was a give the whole way.
The offense is threatening.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do. Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just
buddy.
pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Hey, inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock. Will these guys...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
You get down here in the red zone, and you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. If you like old-fashioned, grinded up, run over them football, that last touchdown
No audibles. Cool.
That was impressive, man.
I've got to get that fixed.
And tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder...
Doesn't matter, great run.
Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Makes the catch. It's Ramsey. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups.
Didn't mean to click that. All right, we're going to give it a shot, though.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a 1st down and much more really good execution by this offense. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Good run.
No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
I don't think I've been sharp.
The best offenses are the ones that can create
Been pretty bad, actually.
plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum.
Give me that. Let's go.
No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't
This
get
defense,
anybody on that
buddy,
defense
is
out of
all
position,
over it
and they
right now.
will lose yardage on that one.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. On the option. Now the pitch.
What a bailout.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue
Absolute
to beat this
bailout.
guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Don't love the incompletion, but I do love the pass pro. Nice job winning the one-on-ones. We saw some double teams up front as well. This O-line right now, they're in a good rhythm.
Second and 10, he'll throw again.
What was that dude doing?
He had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that pass intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
Oh no, I thought I could fit it over the top. No.
Not the biggest return.
That's brutal.
He sets him up inside the red zone at the 19. Offense getting set for first down.
That's so brutal.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Oh, they block it. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta.
The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down for the catch.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it, open.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out to be able to climb the penalty. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Here's the return.
Man, just want to get stick some room, you know.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe
these passes are terrible.
Just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
That's absolutely terrible.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They want to throw it. They'll run the screen. At the 45 on his way. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it and let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Buys a little extra time. And to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Wide out in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's what.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the route is on.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
LSU 3.
Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Running behind that left side. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Not a lot of room. It found its way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day.
What's a weird animation?
That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the 0 at the 37. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass, and
Nowhere to go.
up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let...
Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the stomping has commenced. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He's a bad man to shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Back to the ground with the running back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Makes the catch and knocked down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention.
The receiver was
Yeah,
doubled and they
never was open.
He goes out of bounds.
Just wanted to throw it there.
That
That sucks.
Great opportunity for his offense.
2 picks today.
Line gets set. First
Terrible.
down. Quick release on the RPO. At the 35, he's got room. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time.
Annoying.
To throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to get to him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Quarterback will audible. Dialing up a second down pass play. He's going to let it go. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is
I'm playing like crap.
reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. They'll leave it with the lone back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. I don't think that's
My
the way
passes have been terrible. Why are they behind?
I'm a little bit surprised.
So
You're still
much.
throwing the football here this late in
Awful.
the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
The Yellow Jackets have pushed it inside the 20. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender
Unreal.
all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the field goal unit is on the field. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll throw it on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up. It goes forward this time on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Get the ball,
Bounces
guys.
right back to them.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players to the ball. Let's see if they
These
can do
guys are
that
killing
here.
me.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ramsey. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll ride his man on the
Not
outside.
again.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way
Buddy,
that's gonna
back to
go.
back on him. Same guy. That's brutal.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. A 1st down for the offense.
Absolutely brutal.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Knocked off his feet.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get popped.
He'll take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for
Not enough.
on 2nd down and 3rd down.
Not enough runway there.
You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to
I sucked. I really, really sucked.
In the future, and, you know, kind of take that, and a little rub their nose in it.
Splits the uprights. Good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're
It's the most
really
kicking I've
starting to
done all year.
extend that lead as they get ready to
Punts,
kick it away again.
field goals. It's pitiful.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out.
I hate it.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
That's annoying. Just trying to break a big one.
The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. Looking to move it through the air. Got it set up on the outside. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. On the ground. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start. Jesse.
He's going to throw deep right side.
There we go.
Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Crosses the 45. All kinds of running room. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Cavazos. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much. But keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean,
and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. On second down, looking again to throw. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. After this, it'll be a wrap. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
Give me that.
Traffic, it's picked off. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
Okay, well, that was another boring CPU game.
Build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Play kind of crappy, but, win to win.
It's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right, that's it for that one. Catch y'all at the next game.